Okay, here is all my stuff that I'm bringing with me on the PCT. It's a real hodgepodge. Everything here can or will be sort of sent to me or traded out or just flatly sent back home if it's not working out. This is my pack. It's an Osprey Atmos 65 AG. 65 means it's 65 liters. It's relatively light. Some people have lighter packs. It has an internal frame built in here all the way up. It's good. It works. Carries my compass, little thermometer thing. I've been using it for a while. It gets the job done. So a lot of people make their own packs to make them lighter. This is not that, but I like it. And then here is a waterproof cover. That's very important to have. You don't want your down stuff getting wet, because once the down gets wet, then it's kind of screwed. This is my water filtration system, as they call it. It's a Sawyer Squeeze Mini, and it screws on to something like this. And you put the dirty water in here, you squeeze it out of here, and you put it into a bottle or whatever you want. It works really, really well. It's very light. It's cheap too, which is really nice. And I have a backup one of these. For now, I've been carrying a platypus. This holds 3 liters, and you're supposed to carry about 6 liters in the desert. I'm not sure if I want to carry this thing because it can pop, and if you lose half of your water, that's a really bad thing to have happen. I mean, you can do that in the Sierras or somewhere where there's water, but if you're in the desert, Mojave, that's not a good thing. So these actually screw perfectly on to this. So I may end up carrying just bottles to be sort of super safe, but we'll figure it out. And then this thing backwashes it to clean it out. These are little tablets as a fail-safe in case I lose this, to clean up any sort of water. Then I have an emergency whistle. It is the loudest thing you'll ever hear. Doesn't look like much, but it's great. I have DEET for the mosquitoes. I've got my diary, my Inspire diary, which is, I don't know what the hell I'm going to do about that, but there it is. Then I've got a knife. It's a knife for knifing. Then I've got a watch. It's like $25-30 at Walmart. Then I've got a silk liner for the inside of my sleeping bag, and that's basically for when you're really disgusting at night. Instead of dirtying up your sleeping bag, you dirty up this thing and you wash that, because it's really hard to wash a giant down sleeping bag, which is right here. This is I forget what it is. It's some sort of Sierra something, but basically it's good down to about 18 to 20 degrees. I was in it in 34 or 35 degree weather, and it was great. I mean, it was actually really warm. So then I've got toilet paper here. Hopefully that's enough. We'll figure that out as I come to it. I've got a Nook. And then I've also got a pack towel, which is basically like a squeegee. That's just what I use to dry myself off with when I'm washing off, or at the end of the day if I'm super sweaty. It's the kind of thing you need to wash quite a bit. Then I've got my trekking poles. I'm not sure how much I like these things, but just like in concept, not these particular ones. But I'll definitely take them with me, and if I don't like them, then I can send them back. I've got a headlamp for night hiking, and this is USB rechargeable. So I've got a Mophie, so I can recharge the Nook, this, and then of course the phone, which has all my maps on it, although I will also have paper maps. Then I've got 2 pairs of sunglasses. I think they're both women's pair. I can't tell. I have no idea, but either way they work for me, so we'll figure it out. And I have a mosquito head net. This is mostly for Oregon and Washington. They get really, really bad, so you gotta have that. Then I have sort of a hodgepodge first aid kit here. I've got ibuprofen, other medications, Neosporin, sunscreen, tape for blisters, got Gold Bond and this glide thing for chafing, which is going to be a really big thing. I don't know how I'm going to deal with that. Butt chafe is not great. Everyone gets it at some point, or almost everyone. It's sort of like altitude sickness, where some people get it, some people don't at varying times. That's strange. Then I've got some moleskin for blisters. I'm going to break all this down so it's smaller, but that's the general sort of makeup. I've got some gauze bandages up there too. That's my tent. It's the Big Agnes Fly Creek UL1, I think. It's very light. It fits one person. It has a front entrance instead of a side entrance, which I don't love, but given its weight, it's really, really good. This is, instead of soap, I'm bringing a jet boil, so all that does is heat up water really, really fast, and then you can use the water to, do whatever you want. I'll have coffee in the morning, and then, I have these like dehydrated food packages where you throw in the boiling water and then, it cooks it. This is my spoon. It's one of those super long ones, so you can get inside the package and clean it out. And then I've got a bandana. I'll probably have 2 of these. You just kind of have to have it. It's good for your sweat, and it's not all the other gross stuff. This is nice and clean though for now. All my electronics will go inside this waterproof bag. And then I have a personal beacon locator, or personal locator beacon. I'm not sure if I'm going to bring this. It calls whomever. If you 127-hour yourself. It's kind of heavy. I don't know. We'll see. Hopefully it won't come to that. These are my shoes. These are trail runners. They're very, very light. I'm probably going to wear through them very quickly, but I know that they work for me, so I'm just going to start with these just so for the first couple 100 miles I don't run into any real big issues with my feet, because that's, your feet are kind of like the primary concern. Well, that and water. This is the thing that goes underneath the mattress. It's like a like a little inflatable thing. Lots of people get one that's not styrofoam, but foam. This fills up with air. You don't have to blow it up yourself. It kind of self-inflates. It's a weird thing. It could pop, and if it does pop, then I have crazy glue to close the hole for a little while I figure out another solution. It's incredibly comfortable compared to the foam ones, so I'm hoping it doesn't pop, and it's very, very light, which is good. This is my desert umbrella. This is great, a hugely important piece of gear. It's got that kind of like shiny little UV reflecting stuff on top, and I'll have it with me all the time. I'm pretty fair-skinned, so in case you couldn't tell. So I really, really need this. Some people don't, but I'm definitely going to bring it. Then most of my clothes are going to go inside this. It looks small, but you can really cram a lot in here. And then once the clothes are inside here, this doubles as my pillow, which, that definitely sucks and is terrible, but you have to make some sacrifices somewhere. So, yeah, and it's waterproof, and it's, it does its job. Then up here, I've got fleece hats, fleece gloves. I'll wear the hat a lot at night. The gloves are mostly for Oregon and Washington when it gets cooler. Then I've got the hat that I'm going to wear in the desert. I'll probably trade this out once I get into the Sierras for a normal cap, like a baseball cap. And then I have a down jacket here. This is a really good jacket. It's very, very light. These things can run like $400 or $500. I got this for $3, and it can all fold inside into this little pocket, so it ends up being like this big, which is a really nice thing. I probably won't bring this with me right off the bat. I'm not 100% sure. We'll see. But this is my desert shirt. This is the thing I'll be wearing virtually all the time, except for when I'm sleeping. It's a long sleeve. It's got this weird reflecting sunlighty thing. It's from Columbia. It's a Columbia brand shirt, not from Columbia. It's good. Everyone wears it. Supposedly keeps you very, very cool, or as cool as you could hope to be in the desert. Then I've got ex officio underwear. These are staples for the trail. Both men and women wear them. They're very light, and they soak up a lot of your sweat, keep you from getting severe butt chafe, and then also in between your thighs too, so that's good. Then I've got Darn Tough socks. Again, more staples for thru hikers. Just they are what they are. And then I've got liners for my toes. I seem to be getting a lot of blisters on my toes and in between them, so I'm wearing these, and these have helped tremendously. Then this is my my raincoat, and it's pretty straightforward. It doesn't really have any zippers for like under the armpits, so it's a little more breathable. It's literally 100% waterproof. It's really light. It's like, I don't know, 4 ounces, something like that. Then I've got pants here for snow and or really heavy rain. These are waterproof. I won't really need these until later, so I certainly won't bring them to the desert. Then I've got 3 merino wool shirts. This is a short sleeve. This is kind of like a light long sleeve. It's really nice. And then this is a heavier kind of windbreaker almost. They're all really, really good material. Again, kind of expensive, but definitely worth it because they don't smell bad. So when you're sweating into them, they're really, they wick up a lot of your sweat without really, having that horrible stench that like polyester would have. So that's pretty much it. A lot of this stuff, and then also these that I'm wearing. These are my camp shoes, or camp, whatever, flip-flops. So when I want to take off my normal shoes, then I wear these around while I'm closing down for the night. A lot of this stuff will kind of come and go on the trail. I'm certainly not going to pack all this with me. I think my total weight when I have a full pack, so full amount of water, 6 liters of water, 4 days of food, is around 31, 2, 3, depending on what the food is, pounds. So it's a lot. I mean, it's heavy, but that gets quite a bit lighter once you get out of the desert. It's really just about getting out of the desert in one piece. So that's it. And if you guys have any questions about anything, let me know.